it was more like 4 dB. And that began a whole search. I was going through the whole unit. It's supposed to be 1 dB, and it's 4 dB. I got to find out why. Over?
Right. How did they change the capacitors and inductors? Did they use relays?
They had 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 pop, up to 256. I believe it goes up to 256. Is it puff or nanos? I'm not sure.
Okay, so you send it to a certain number, and that's supposed to make the change to the circuit based on that number.
Right. Basically, you're on a band. They already know which choke you'll be using. They know the inductor once you select the band. And the capacitor will be selected when you apply a signal. It happens very quickly. So you apply the signal and bang, she's off to the races. She's filtering. And what she's filtering out is a lot of the intermixing that usually occurs in your RF amp in your receiver. There's a lot of crud out there, and it intermixes and creates harmonics. But if you eliminate that crud, that doesn't happen. If you eliminate it before it gets into the radio, over.
But you don't have an RF amp in your receiver.
There's got to be gain. Where do you think I get it?
Well, it's a direct input to the ADC, and then you get, you manipulate the output of the ADC. There's no preamp in front of the ADC.
Well, there may not be. There are filters, though. You know that. I have to look at the block diagram. I always figured up, I guess they were all attenuators working with the system. There is no gain block except the analog to digital converter. It's over.
Right, yeah, there's no gain. There's negative. Well, there is gain. I mean, I don't know where they put it in, but there is a negative attenuator in the program thesis,
I know. I think we're missing some of the facts, but I saw it knock out noise. So I know a single stage filter can do 7 dB on 4 meters. Now, what'll a 3-stage do with a tighter window, letting less in yet? Very interesting. I'll see. I would consider it a total success if I could get 12 dB on 40. But what my goal is 9 to 10. Over.
Right, well, how did this English unit detect what filters to put in? Did it have a frequency detector or what?
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I have a processor. It's a basic processor. It's a PIC. And it's a stamp. It's called the stamp. Very basic PIC is what it is. PIC processor. And I'm taking the data from the rig via the USB. And that's how I know the frequency. Over.
All right. But did this English unit have all that built in? Did it have the PIC and the frequency detector built in?
Hey, you faded out, man. I missed that.
I'm sorry I'm losing you too, John. I guess we'll have to do this another time.
Okay, I went back to the loop. You actually sounded a little stronger. Yeah, we may have to do this later. Over.
It's not much different. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, John.
Yep, well, we got a lot of fun. We got a nice laboratory, great spectrum analyzer, a kick-ass 4-channel 100 meg mixed signal oscilloscope. It does 16-digit channels also, 16 digital channels. And I've got a 100 kilohertz to 1 gigahertz precision Hewlett-Packard frequency generator. I have a pulse generator. I have a general purpose function generator. I've got 2 digital voltmeters. One of them is called the microvolter. Now, I got a lot of stuff here. Over?
Yeah, sounds like you do. I have some of that, but the thing that I have that I like is I have a phase detector, amplitude and phase detector for RF signals, you know, to balance your feed line.
Yeah, that would be an RMS, RF detector probably. You're probably audio and RF frequencies. No. It would be more like 100 kilohertz RF up to a gigahertz. I have a Boonton meter, the Boonton 92BD, and it reads from -70 up to +20 with resolution to 100th of a dB. Over?
Right. Does it compare 2 signals though for phase and amplitude?
It's not a comparison. No, it's a single measurement. If I was to compare amplitudes, I'd do it on the scope.
Yeah, I guess so. But this is an HP phase comparison. I suppose it has 2 inputs. It'll tell you the comparison of phase and amplitude.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I need that. Over?
It's handy for balancing, balancing your antenna for balanced feed lines.
Okay. Oh, I see. Sure, I get it. Well, that's nice, but I usually just check if for SWR. Over?
Well, that's not the same. You know, SWR doesn't tell you anything about relative phase and amplitude on the conductors. You don't know what to adjust other than, you can use your VNA, of course, but this will give you what you need to do with phase and amplitude. Completely, John. So we'll try it again some other time. FMW.
Okay, I'm back here. What was it? I got pulled away again. I got a little confused there. No, what I do is I just change lengths and measure it. Now, when I evaluate, I use software for that. And the software tells me the length that gives me the best radiation. Over?
Yeah, I can hear you, John, but I can't understand you.
Okay, you can't understand me. Well, we'll talk at another time. We'll take a break here. Nice hearing from you, Greg, and have a great evening, okay, buddy? K2YN.
Okay, John, talk to you some other time. Nice chatting with you. K2YN, this is N8MW Clear.